This is Fieldsports Channel News. The National Gamekeepers Organisation has launched a strategy for deer in England, and the message to government is we do not want a public funded deer slaughter. With the government committing to increase England's woodland and tree canopy cover, the NGO sets out how the combined forces of professional deer managers and vocational deer stalkers can manage England's deer. It has sent its document to politicians and other decision makers with the intention of helping government create a more joined up and sustainably managed deer herd in England. The NGO wants to discuss how the private sector can deliver on the government's aim of increased biodiversity and interconnected woodlands in the near future.
We've put forward some ideas on venison marketing, some revolutionary ideas on incentive schemes, and also we want to show that the public sector need to open out more to the private sector and include some more of these vocational deer stalkers on the public estate. Many vocational stalkers are highly trained, highly motivated and highly skilled, and they're able to help with the problem of deer on the public estate.
Government funding is now available in England for deer stalking qualifications. Individuals who live or work in England may be eligible to apply for funding to cover the full cost of attending short, practical training courses in forestry and arboriculture via the Forestry and Arboriculture Training Fund, which is open for new applications. This includes deer management qualifications. 100% grant funding is available for people who are considering a change of career or who are seeking to build and diversify their skills in forestry and arboriculture. All training must be completed by no later than the 31st of March 2025. A Scottish sporting estate has hit back at the Scottish Government's decision to ban it from carrying out most wildlife management. Nature Scott has restricted the use of general licences on Lachindaub estate near Grantown for 3 years. Although nobody on the estate has committed a crime, Police Scotland says it has evidence of wildlife crime against birds, including a red kite found poisoned with an insecticide in 2021, near to a lapwing bait, and another red kite found shot. Lachindaub estate told the Strathspey and Badenoch Herald that it is extremely disappointed by the decision. Nature Scott says the estate may still apply for individual licences, though these will be subject to enhanced record keeping and reporting. Antis believe they found a new way to attack hunting and shooting. An organisation called Protect the Wild is developing a website called bloodbusiness.info, which it describes as a searchable list of businesses that support hunting with hounds and or shooting birds or mammals. The hate campaign includes businesses from retailers to pubs and hotels, suppliers and digital media. It also plans to target hunt and shoot staff in their day jobs. Angling pressure group Fish Legal wants government action now on the UK's rivers. It says that in England, only 14% of rivers are in good overall health, with no improvement for a decade. It's calling on the new government to honour its pledge to clean up rivers, lakes and seas. It says that in order to meet its legally binding targets for water and river health, the government must act now. It has set up a petition on change.org, link below. The King of Denmark has shown his commitment to the country's Olympic hopes by taking part in a range of sports. One of that range is on the range. King Frederik tried skeet shooting with Danish Olympic skeet hopeful Jesper Hansen. With a week to go until the Olympic Games, the Danish King's post on Instagram has gone viral with more than 22,000 likes. Romanian President Klaus Iohannis has amended his country's law on bears. He has approved intervention methods, including shooting to combat brown bear attacks on people and their property, and set a cull target of 55 brown bears. The extraordinary session to amend the legislation came after a 19-year-old young woman was attacked by a bear and died in mountains in the centre of the country. A local gamekeeper shot the bear but could not save the teenager. With feral hogs at uncontrollable levels in Australia, New South Wales is looking to pay hunters per pig. In a radio interview with Australia's ABC network, Australian Pig Dogging and Hunters Association President Ned Mackim sets out the reasons hunters deserve a bounty.
That in the last 6 months, there's been 3.28 million pigs killed in Australia by recreational hunters. More than 1 million of those have been killed in New South Wales. The other thing is that each of those pigs costs a pig hunter about $59.18. So at the moment, that cost is being borne by the hunting community, and that's a total of about $61 million is being spent by hunters on hunting the pigs that are around at the moment.
Thanks to Richard Walton for the story. And finally, in South Australia, a fox struck by a car left vets with an extraction problem. Despite being hit at around 50 miles an hour, the fox was still alive, angry, and trapped behind the vehicle's radiator grille. At the request of the driver, a vet gave the animal a sedative and removed it. You are now up to date with Fieldsports Channel News. Stalking the stories, fishing for facts.